Welcome to Business with Louie, the show where we explore the world of entrepreneurship and help you turn your ideas into reality. Today, we're going to dive into one of the most powerful tools in business strategy, Porter's 5 Forces. This concept has been a game changer for companies and entrepreneurs alike, and I'm excited to break it down for you in simple, everyday language. So, what are Porter's 5 Forces? In essence, it's a framework that helps you understand the competitive landscape of your industry. Developed by Michael Porter, a renowned Harvard Business School professor, this concept has been widely used by businesses to analyze their strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities. The 5 forces are the threat of new entrants, the bargaining power of suppliers, the bargaining power of buyers, the threat of substitute products or services, and the rivalry among existing competitors. Let's break down each of these forces and explore how they impact your business. The threat of new entrants is all about how easy or hard it is for new companies to enter your market. If there are high barriers to entry, such as significant investment requirements or complex regulations, you may have a more stable market. On the other hand, if it's relatively easy for new players to join the game, you need to be prepared to adapt and innovate. The bargaining power of suppliers is another critical force. This refers to the ability of your suppliers to influence the terms of your relationship, such as prices or quality standards. If you have a small number of suppliers who are highly concentrated, they may have more power over you. However, if you have many suppliers competing for your business, you're in a stronger position. Next up is the bargaining power of buyers. This force examines how much influence your customers have over the prices and quality of your products or services. If you have a small number of large customers who are highly concentrated, they may be able to negotiate better deals. But if you have a diverse customer base with many smaller players, you're more likely to maintain control. The threat of substitute products or services is an essential force to consider. This refers to the possibility that your customers may switch to alternative offerings that satisfy their needs in different ways. For example, if you're a coffee shop owner, you need to worry about the rise of tea houses or online coffee delivery services that could poach your customers. Finally, there's the rivalry among existing competitors. This force is all about how intense the competition is in your market. If there are many players vying for customers' attention, you'll need to invest in marketing, research and development, and other areas to stay ahead of the pack. Now that we've explored each of the 5 forces, let's look at some real-world examples. Take the coffee shop industry, for instance. Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, and Costa Coffee are all major players competing on factors like quality, convenience, and brand loyalty. To differentiate themselves, these companies invest heavily in marketing, product innovation, and customer experience initiatives. Another great example is the tech industry. Companies like Apple, Google, and Amazon are constantly innovating and adapting to changing market conditions. They need to stay ahead of the curve in terms of technology, user experience, and pricing to maintain their competitive edge. So, how can you apply Porter's 5 forces in your own business or career? The first step is to understand the competitive landscape of your industry and identify the key forces that are at play. From there, you can develop strategies to mitigate threats and capitalize on opportunities. For instance, if you're a small business owner, you may want to focus on building strong relationships with your suppliers and customers to reduce your dependence on any one group. You may also want to invest in product development or marketing to differentiate yourself from competitors. Another key takeaway is to stay adaptable and agile in the face of changing market conditions. The competitive landscape of your industry is unlikely to remain static, so you need to be prepared to adjust your strategy as needed. To take it a step further, consider using tools like SWOT analysis or competitor profiling to get a deeper understanding of your market. You can also conduct market research to stay close to your customers and identify emerging trends. Remember, the goal is to use Porter's 5 forces as a framework for thinking strategically about your business, rather than just a theoretical concept. In conclusion, Porter's 5 forces is a powerful tool that can help you understand the competitive landscape of your industry and develop strategies to succeed. By understanding the 5 key forces that shape competition, the threat of new entrants, the bargaining power of suppliers, the bargaining power of buyers, the threat of substitute products or services, and the rivalry among existing competitors, you can make informed decisions about how to position your business for success. That's it for today's Business with Louis. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, every great business starts with action. Make your next move count.